Hi guys, this is Sunny here and welcome back to my channel. Today's reading is going to be about who you are in your inner circle. So that could be anyone in your life that you feel that is close to you. So we have 3 piles. It's going to be a quick reading. So it's going to be pile 1 on your left side. Yes. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go ahead and stop the video if you feel that you need more time. Otherwise, go ahead and skip to the pile selection on the timestamp that I might have on the comment section or the video description, either or. And I'll start. So I apologize ahead of time if you feel that you hear me like running out of air. I have a lot of allergies. So yeah, breathing is just terrible. So I apologize. I did take allergy pills, but they don't kick in quite yet. So for the first one, sorry. Okay, let me just take a breather. Oh my god. For the first one, we have, I believe it's 8 of Wands. I always get confused. I know the Roman oh my god, I can't even say it. I know the Roman numeral is there, right? Of course. But it's always confusing, so I always end up just counting. I always end up counting the I always end up counting the it could be the wands or the cups or what are they? The swords. Like, I just always end up doing it because I am terrible at counting simple things, and since it's like a mini version of it, I always get mixed up. So I apologize. 8 of. Sorry, I don't want to blow my nose when I'm doing a video, and I just did it before I started doing the video, so I apologize. I'm sorry, pile 1. I'm starting like a little late with you. So who you are to your inner circle. Sorry, it's 8 of Wands upright. You could be someone that is very quick. I feel that you're probably quick. It gives me air energy. You could probably have strong air energy in your chart. Sorry. That's not cough. That's, I feel like I just choke on my mucus. I apologize. So I feel like you could have a lot of swiftness to you with your words. Yeah, I mean, to your inner circle, you're someone that could be very fast to the point. If you need something that, for some reason I keep thinking like if you're someone that's going out with your friends and you're like in a place where you need to order items, let's say at a restaurant, for example, you could be the person who ends up not because you have like authority, but like I need like two like 6 drinks, and then you start saying I want 1 Coke, 1 Sprite, 1 this, 1 that, and 1 tea, and like a glass of water with no ice, another glass of water with like lemons, and another one with a bunch of ice. You're that kind of person. The person that ends up like saying this, and this, and you can keep going. Like you can keep not so much being the person in command, but the person who's like going to be the one who says the things, because you'll get everything correct and you're swift to the point. You don't waste time. You're not the person that's like, can I see the menu? Let me take some time. Like, and if you do that, it's such a brief amount of time that you do that people like that because you don't waste your time. And I feel that that's part of who you are. You're the person in your friend group. I feel like for some reason I feel like it's a strong friend group here. I feel like you're the person in the friend group who is just quick. What do you need? And always, I don't know, for some reason, it just keeps giving me waitress. It keeps giving me restaurant feeling. I just keep thinking of that. It's like, I need this and that. Or you could probably have these jobs and you are required to sort of be fast and quick because you need to serve people. You need to be accommodating so you can get more tables waited, and you can bring down the line, right? I even feel myself that I was kind of slow at first because that was just me. That's my energy. I'm just very like, sorry, I'm very not slow, but I have strong allergies, so it kind of slows me down. Most of the time, I always have them. So I think you might notice that in my videos, but with your energy, it was like, I started speeding up. I'm like, go, 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 go. Get it out of the way. Which is funny because I'm like, whoa, I'm not usually like that. Like, not unless I feel like I'm in a work mode. Like, I gotta get this done. So yeah, I feel like you're super fast paced. You're quick to action, and that's what people like in your inner circle like, because I feel that you're the person who would get things done fast, no questions asked. You're not gonna stay to like wonder, well, why is that? You know, why don't you want this? Or what? Like, you're like, okay, great. You made your mind up. That's great. On to the next topic. That's you. You're super. I don't feel that you're super curt, but someone that needs. If you need to be somewhere, you're gonna get there on time, because you're doing things at a fast speed. Not messy. Doesn't give me a messy vibe, but someone that's fast. You could also, your energy just gives like fast pace. Maybe you could be doing multiple things at a time, and you have no problem doing them. Like, you could have your hands dipped in different bowls, if I'm not mistaken. That's the proper term. How you say that? I'm terrible with sayings, but I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going at. I really feel that you can manage many things at a time, and you won't fall back. You're really good at staying in the clear with that, and people like that. It's like high levels of energy. You have goals, and you get to those goals fast. You're not going to stay and enjoy the view and stay and mingle with people. It's like, hey, like, you're not going to chill for a bit. You're like, I got to get this. I need this done. In and out, we're done. So that's who you are in your inner circle. Someone that's very fast-paced. You could be also having a fast-paced life. People would like, maybe they think that you should slow down because you're like, you're going to run out of energy. You're going to exhaust yourself. But you're like, no, I'm good. But yeah, that's who you are to your inner circle. I hope you liked it. Pile number 1. Let's see. Let me see what thing I get from you. What other items? You could be full of life. That's what I get. I'm sorry. I have terrible small writing, but it's life. You could be full of life to the people. Or people might think that you need to get a social life because you probably work a lot. But I feel that you're just fast-paced for everything. So that's not a bad quality. I feel that this is the kind of qualities and energies usually you have in your early 20s or so, when you want to go out into the world and do many things at a time to get to where you need to be in a few years down the line, or in case you want to have fun later. But yeah. On to pile number 2, so I hope you enjoyed that. Pile number 1, please like and subscribe. And pile number 2, we have 2 of Pentacles reversed. So, who you are to your friend, not your friends, but it could be. Who you are to your inner circle. Pile number 2 is someone that's maybe you're balanced, but you have an inner balance to you, because upright. Two of Pentacles is someone who's trying to find balance, but you probably already have that. You're very zen. I feel that you have that going on. You don't need to get too much out of you don't get worried too much out of it if you if you get too much out of your usual routine, because you don't have issues with that. Like you really find that balance easily, and people admire that from your inner circle, whether it's your circle from your friend group or your work group or your just community. If you're part of groups, people might like that. It's a very stable energy, I feel, with this card. And you could have your hand at many things, like a few items or priorities, maybe two usually, but I feel that you could have a hand at this and you don't struggle. You make everything look like it's easy peachy. Easy peachy? Is that how they say that? Easy peachy. I think it is. Yeah. Or there could be another side to this where you could be, you could feel that you struggle to find the balance, but that's usually upright. But in the sense where you are very disorganized. People might think, oh, she's so messy. She or he is so messy. But in a good way, right? There's a method to your madness, but it makes sense to you because it's like internally, you know, where it could be that you have your, like, example, let's say you have a room full of things, well, of course, all of your personal belongings, and it's messy, it's chaotic to others, but for some reason, you could find a needle in a haystack in here. You would know where everything is at. You don't need to reorganize or anything because you know exactly where everything is located. I think of the movie, I think it's called Yours, Mine, and Ours, I think, where it's like a mother and a father with their own kids end up getting married to each other, and I guess the husband tries to make something considerate for the wife without asking for consent if that was okay with her, by reorganizing and cleaning her art room, and and the kids helped and they thought they would do great and stuff, or I think the kids did it on purpose, but regardless, it's like she gets upset because they fixed it and she knew where everything was and now she can't find anything. It could also give that energy where it's like, don't touch my things because I know where every little thing is at. I know every ribbon, every like book. It's like, why do you do that? So it could be those are those two strong energies that are coming out for me for this pile. It's very funny. So yeah, I mean, I really feel that you're the person that, not a jokester, but it's just funny. Like you give a smile to your inner circle. It's like, oh, she's either very balanced and he or she makes, I don't know why I keep wanting to go with a female energy here. Could be have strong female energy in your chart, but it feels like to your circle you are someone that's makes them look like they're messy and they're trying to balance themselves out because they compare themselves to you in that sense, but not in like a mean way. It's more like, oh, there she goes again, being so calm and cool and collected. Or it could be someone that's like, you have your own inner chaos, but it makes sense to you and you can find everything you need to find in your own space, and that's why it's kind of ironic to them. It's like, oh, if it makes sense, it makes sense. But yeah, I think pile number 2 is pretty fun. It's like, I keep thinking of like clown energy with this one right now. I don't know why. I've gotten this card before, but I don't know why for some reason I was like keep wanting to say yeah, maybe you just like to clown on them, or you maybe like laugh at them on the inside because you're like, weirdos. But not in like a malicious way. There's no malicious intent. It's just like a jokester, prankster kind of vibe. But yeah, something that could stand out with your inner circle regardless of who you are. Rehome. I don't know why I kept like rehoming. So maybe you could be constantly moving homes or constantly moving uh, places where you reside. And that's what's funny. It's like, again. But yeah, that's what I got for you, pile number 2. Uh, I know rehoming doesn't necessarily stand out too much, but you could be someone that's constantly wanting to be moving around and like switching up, and it makes sense to you in your own chaos. You thrive in your own chaos, I feel. But whatever, I feel it's fun. I feel it's a fun energy. Sorry. So, if you liked this reading, please like, subscribe, and comment which pile you got. Otherwise, click another pile. Or if you just don't want to, that's fine too. But on to pile number 3. And pile number 3 have the Tower reversed. For you, pile number 3, I feel that the person that you are to your inner circle is someone who goes through a lot of internal changes. I feel like maybe there's probably, for some reason, I'm inclining to say that there's spiritual energy here, where you're trying to spiritually change maybe your beliefs, I feel like, but it's an internal thing where no one can see, but you mentally and emotionally feel this change. It's subtle. I feel it's very subtle, and maybe they might notice, but you're not like in your face to your inner circle about it. But which they're glad. I guess some people like to see these changes, but yeah, I feel that you are very the Tower reversed is not such a bad card. I feel, well, I like the Tower upright, but the Tower reverse is someone who's going through changes. I'm hoping that these are not forced changes internally, but changes that you decided to come out of, you decided to get out of your way into, right? To make. And that's who you represent to your inner circle. Someone that's constantly undergoing changes. It's probably, maybe I feel like you're a Scorpio. Pisces possibly, but I mean Cancer too, but for some reason I feel that it's Scorpionic, because Scorpios, and people always feel that they could be dark, but I don't feel they're dark. I feel that they're very internal with their energy of what's really emotionally going on with them. And it can be draining for others to want to experience that, but it's just not everybody's equipped with the proper techniques as water signs, and especially Scorpio, when it comes to heavy emotional matters, because you really have to be emotionally mature and attuned into this energy and wanting to make these changes. And I feel that that's the kind of person that you are. You're very in tune with the internal changes of your body and your lifestyle and life phases at whatever life stage you are at. And that's unique to them, because I think maybe not everyone in your friend group possesses these abilities. They just like to, I feel like they like to stare and admire from, not a distance, but from the outside. Because it's a fascinating change to see. It's like, oh, this actually works. Like, these changes actually work for this person. So I feel like a lot of these changes that you undergo are a lot to do with spiritual changes. Or maybe your mentality has something to do with it too. Maybe you could undergo changes regarding like negative thinking regarding to financial matters, for example. Some people they always have a lack mindset, and then suddenly you go into the space of, let me change this perspective, or like glass half full, glass empty kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, I just keep getting like scorpionic themes of like spirituality, maybe occult, finances as well, because I don't always think it's like esoteric style of things with Scorpio themes. I think it's usually like financial stuff or like bank stuff, debts, having somebody else overpower you, in some mental capacity, not always a physical thing, but yeah, that's some of the themes. Let me see what note I would have as another indication of this. You could let's see. Sorry, it's because I didn't put it in a jar this time. My little papers are not in a jar. I forgot to put them. I forgot to bring it down, so I'm sorry. Lifestyle. Yeah, you could have a lot of internal changes regarding your lifestyle. I feel it's still spiritual, but this is still a lifestyle change, so that could be. I didn't even center this. I'm sorry. That could be some of the things, some of the themes that are part of your life and part of things that are interesting to your inner circle about you. And they probably admire that. They're like, oh, you have, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Like, I'm trying not to say somebody like, you have the balls to say, right? I think that's, I don't think saying that is negative, but like in terms of like words that are like, you're gonna be bad or something. Like, but yeah, like you have the balls to make these changes, and they're like, it's overwhelming for me. It's just, it's your thing, not mine. Or they have to have, like, they are forced to do drastic changes in order for these changes to come, and you take it like it's nothing because they come from you, from within, I feel. But yeah, I hope you like this pile number 3. Please like and subscribe. Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave behind. But yeah, I hope you come back for another reading, and I'll see you then. Otherwise, I'll leave you to it. Have a good day. Bye.